While you're on the topic, I mean, I sure doubles kill more people than weed.
Obesity,
Yeah.
cholesterol, definitely. I mean, yeah, I mean, we could draw, yeah, we should draw that comparison, right? That's a funny one. Um, oh boy,
It's
the
like,
choke on the para. No,
no,
no, I
no, no,
kidding. I know, I know.
yeah, yeah.
Cholesterol, but I just, yeah, you're right. I mean, people, I don't know, like when we bring up things, it's like, I don't, in this day and age, I think everyone knows someone who uses herb now, right? So when the
Someone,
taboos,
maybe at least 2 or 3 people. Because I think it's a lot more popular now than it was before.
yeah, and the older people, I mean, I get a lot of calls asking about cannabis medicine, if I have oils, how do you use CBD, if they could use edibles, a lot of calls, and some of the people I help reason or advise are older people in their mid, um, 50s and such. So yeah, I mean, it's much more common now, but at the same time, the taboos and the stereotypes still exist, and a lot of that is because it's linked with criminality. So there's always that kind of overarching, question of it must be bad. Too much of it is, But as you rightly said, too much doubles have people eating 3 doubles a day, every day,
Yeah, that's pretty
365
massive. Yeah.
days, and that will shorten their life much faster than cannabis,
Yeah, and if you're looking at how effective cracking down on cannabis has been, the first time I came across weed, I was 14 years old on a retreat with a church group in
Wow.
Blanchisseuse, right?
True.
And I
Okay.
was like, I didn't smoke at that time, right? But some guys, they was like, they asked me if I want to do it. They say, it's like, where y'all get? They say they went out the road by the corner and they just asked, and a man went and bring them a 5 piece. So I mean,
Wow.
if 14-year-old children, in a place they've never been to before, could get weed, right, from around the corner, like how effective is fighting it,
Yeah.
right? So you're locking people up that shouldn't really be locked up. You're spending a bunch of money fighting it, and it's clearly being wasted if 14-year-old kids could literally go by any corner and get it still.
Right.
So I tell you, I'm still waiting to hear a logical explanation or logical argument of why it's illegal in the first place, and I'm just
Yeah.
not hearing it.
Thanks. It doesn't have one. But let me, as you say that, and especially bringing up that example of children, clearly there's a need for education, and that's the other part of this whole legislature change that is very confusing in terms of they haven't said anything. One, we have no idea what the law is going to be or what they're planning. But two, there has been no soft launch, no, any kind of inkling
Yeah,
to
we
say
just
that.
want to talk and hear a kind of
Yeah, or
consensus.
be educated because remember, there will be people who, whether you say decriminalize, legalize, freeing up the law is going to obviously allow more people to try it. Um, and as much as we say it's not toxic, it's non-addictive as a plant and its properties, we don't want the youth and them to use it before their brains are developed. You know
Right,
what I
that's something
mean?
I was going to ask you about as
Right.
well. We have
Yeah.
to look at the negative, possible negative effects of
Yeah.
it.
So, 18 years old, just like drinking alcohol in Trinidad, according to our law, some doctors would say later on, like 20 to 25, that your brain is still developing. But to me, 18, we're already kind of loose on certain things and we don't want the youth and them to still go past us and do it. But we have to educate. And that is where right now we're lacking, in this whole structure of legislation. Um, and in that gap, definitely stay calm will come in. So as we're talking, I'm already formulating in my mind another flyer that probably needs to be done. And if I could distribute maybe 1,000 before, like by September 1st, just on educating people on what's the healthiest ways to use cannabis, which is steaming or vaping, because you don't burn the herb when you steam. You're basically just heating it up and allowing it to release its essential oils.